This is Jared Horak for today's RacingDigest.com, and my Today's Racing Digest video series continues Saturday, February 23rd, 2019. We're going to look at the 3 stakes races from Gulfstream Park, and I'm going to give out my value win contenders for each of those races. Let's begin with Gulfstream Park number 9. It's the Melody of Colors Stakes for 3-year-old fillies, 5 furlongs on the turf course. Let's look at some of the contenders. Starting with number 9, Play On, 6-1 morning line. Her numbers are getting better for trainer Brad Cox. In her last 2 starts, she tracked the pace and she won a turf sprint at Fairgrounds on November 18th. And then last time out, in an off-the-turf race, she won that one easily. So now she's got some tactical speed, that outside post. She should be forwardly placed, but she might get hung out wide. Number 2, Just Ain't Right, your 3-1 morning line favorite for trainer Todd Pletcher. She showed good tactical speed in both of her dirt sprint wins. Now she's switching over to the turf course, and her dam has produced a turf winner. Now she's going to set a good trip, probably saving ground, tracking the pace. It's just a question of if she handles the surface. If she does, she should be right there. Number 6, Don't Make Fun, is another one to look at, 6-1 morning line. Now she stalked the pace and she ran a much better race when she earned her diploma at this course and distance on January 13th. The runner-up in that race, Trenchtown Cat, was a next out winner. So now Javier Castellano is going to ride. She'll probably stalk the pace. But my top choices in here is going to be number 5, Ginger Nut. 4-1 morning line for trainer John Sadler. John Sadler is 7 for his last 15. So he's been doing well in Southern California. Now I was going to make this one my top choice in the Sweet Life Stakes at Santa Anita Park on February 10th. They took that race off the turf and they ended up scratching her out of that race. She's worked 2 times since then, and now he's shipping her to Florida to run in this race. She was a good turf sprinter in Great Britain, and she won some turf sprints, 3 of them, against 13, 24, and 17 horse fields last summer. Irad Ortiz Jr. is going to ride. I think she's got some ability. I like the fact that they're shipping her out here. They have her ready to run. They found a good spot, and I think she can run a good race. Number 5, Ginger Nut, my top choice. Let's jump over to Gulfstream Park Race 11, the Grade 3 Hal's Hope. 1 mile on the main track, around 1 turn. Some of the contenders in here. Number 1, Tale of Silence for trainer Barkley Tagg. Hasn't run in more than 9 months. It's possible that he's going to need the race. He does like this distance and he's training well, but I'm concerned about that layoff. A couple others in here. Recently turned 4-year-olds. Number 5, Quip. Number 9, Prince Lucky. Now we've been talking about throughout our videos recently, late last year into this year, these 3-year-olds facing older company. They haven't been able to win. The 3-year-old males in the graded ranks against older horses just haven't been able to get the job done. So I'm not sure about Quip or Prince Lucky. If I was going to play one, probably Prince Lucky for trainer Todd Pletcher. He's very good with these long layoff runners. Number 3, Breaking Lucky's your morning line favorite, 2-1. Good efforts in back-to-back starts. A big win in a 1-mile race at Gulfstream Park against Optional Claiming Company late last year. Last time out, a 2nd place finish in the slop in the Fred Hooper at 1 mile at Gulfstream. Now, I think he's going to set a forwardly placed trip, but he's not going to offer a lot of value. I'm going to go with number 7, Coppertown. This one is 6-1 morning line. In his last 2 starts, he didn't run well. Maybe he didn't like the slop last time. He was fractious at the gate. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. His start before that, he had a bad start. That was a speed favoring track, and there wasn't much pace in the Cigar Mile. So he was eliminated at the start. After that bad start, speed favoring surface, the winner went wire to wire, really didn't have any chance in there. But go back to his 3 wins. He looked very good in those 3 wins. And in his last 2 wins, he got a 155 and a 150 final rating. So those were 2 nice numbers. And if he can run those kind of races and rediscover that kind of form, he can certainly win this. I like the fact that Javier Castellano is going to stay aboard. And if he can get out of the gate this time and get up on the pace, he could be tough to beat. Number 7, Coppertown is my top choice in the Hal's Hope. Let's jump over to Gulfstream Park number 12, the Texas Glitter Stakes for 3-year-olds. 5 furlongs on the turf course. Again, let's look at the top contenders in here. Number 1, our Bodie Boy at 12-1 is interesting. He won a turf sprint, a maiden claiming 35 turf sprint in his lone turf sprint try. 3 horses from that race were next out winners. So he's got some ability and he's going to offer some value. Number 2, Jackson, he was in over his head last time. He had a troubled start in the Swale. That's not the first time he's had a troubled start there, so I'm a bit concerned there. But I did like his effort in his lone turf sprint race when he had a troubled start, and he ended up finishing a distant 2nd behind Bulletin, and Bulletin won the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf Sprint last year, so he was 2nd and a clear 2nd behind a good horse. Number 4, Yes I Am Free, could be the one to catch. He's 2-1 morning line. He's your favorite. He won the pace battle last time out, and he held on nicely, just did hold on to beat Standup on January 17th. He's going to be up on the pace, but there's other speed in here, and I think that it's going to set up for my top choice, number 5, Standup. I just mentioned him. He was second to Yes I Am Free. That was his career debut in that maiden race. He was way back, and he was still nowhere in deep stretch. And then all of a sudden, you looked up on the screen, and he was flying, and he just missed by 3/4 of a length. That was a big effort at this course and distance on January 17th, and he closed his last fraction in 10.4 seconds, much faster than any of his rivals. Now, I don't want him to be that far back this time. He did have a turf bullet workout for this on February 16th, and he can win his first career start in his second career race here for trainer Todd Pletcher if he just doesn't get that far behind. But as I said, there's some pace in here, and I think he's going to run a better race this time, and he's going to mow him down. Number 5, Standup, my top choice in the Texas Glitter at Gulfstream Park on Saturday, February 23rd. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, make some comments. Who do you like in some of these Gulfstream Park stakes races for Saturday, February 23rd? If you're interested in my full card analysis from Santa Anita, you can find that each and every day at todaysracingdigest.com. My bonus stakes races this weekend will be stakes races from Gulfstream Park. And if you're interested in this complete digest for Gulfstream Park for Saturday, February 23rd, for Hal's Hope Stakes Day, you can find that at todaysracingdigest.com. That will wrap up this week's video. I'll be back next week with another stakes race from around the country.